I'm Charles Burton. I teach political science at Brock University in St. Catharines, Ontario. My story is about my experience when I was a student in China more than 30 years ago. There was a program that was established when Canada and China developed diplomatic relations between the Premier Zhou Enlai and Mitchell Sharp to send 10 students to each other's country for study. So I arrived at Fudan University in Shanghai to study the history of ancient Chinese thought. And of course, there were very few foreigners in China in those days. There were only 13 in the university. And the guys that I was rooming with had not encountered anyone from a foreign country before. You know, initially it was hard to fit in. I think there were some of them that thought I was possibly an agent for monopolistic capitalism. But over time, you know, we developed a rapport, and I tried my best to fit in with the group. And one day, the guys came over to me and said that they had a concern. And I said, what's the concern? And they said, it's about the strange music that you play. And I said, well, you know, I like to listen to the Voice of America on shortwave radio, and they had the Voice of America Jazz Hour, and so I would have the jazz music playing while I was studying ancient Chinese texts there in the dormitory. And they said, well, you know, listening to foreign broadcasts is illegal, and if people were able to hear the music through a window, they might you know, report us to the president's office. And every Friday, my roommates had to go to the president's office to report on what I was up to. If I was doing something bad, they got into trouble. So they said, you know, we don't mind if you listen to the foreign broadcasts, but could you listen wearing headphones? So I said, okay, I got some headphones, put on the headphones. After the first time I had the headphones on, I said, so what went on in the meeting? And they said, well, you know, you're doing well with the president's office. We explained to them that, that Comrade Burton, because of his ardent desire to improve his knowledge of our revolution and expertise in our national language, until late in the night listens to Chinese broadcasts using headphones. Well, I was listening to the Voice of America, but after that I knew that we were quite tight. Subsequently, they helped me out quite a lot with my studies and finding out the things I wanted to find out about contemporary China. And I'm still in touch with those roommates today, thanks to the miracle of email and frequent visits to Beijing. We still get together and talk about those good old days, and it seems that having been a foreign national in China, you could still belong.